In the year 1678, a 16-year-old boy stood at the gates of a fortress, the air heavy with anticipation. The fortress of Sinhagad, nestled in the Sahyadri Mountains, was the last bastion of the Maratha Confederacy, a formidable force challenging the might of the Mughal Empire, the most powerful in the land. Outside the fortress, 1,000,000 soldiers, the armies of the Mughals, were poised to crush the 7,000 warriors within. The Marathas, led by the legendary Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, were a force to be reckoned with, their reputation for guerrilla warfare and cunning tactics spreading far and wide. The Mughals, under the rule of Aurangzeb, were determined to crush them, to snuff out the light of Indian independence. The air was thick with tension. The Marathas, cornered, were ready to fight to the last man. The Mughals, confident of their superior numbers, were eager to claim victory. The boy, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, was a master strategist. He knew he couldn't defeat the Mughals in a straight-up fight. So, he did the unthinkable. He retreated into the fortress of Sinhagad. The Mughals, thinking they had won, celebrated. But that is not even the most terrifying part. The gates of the fortress opened. Dust filled the air, swirling around the boy as he stood defiantly in the middle, a sword in his hand. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj had a plan. He had hidden his army in the hills surrounding the fortress. Now, as the Mughals charged, the Marathas struck. The sound of clashing steel echoed through the valley, the air filled with the smell of gunpowder and the cries of warriors. The arrow flies. The king falls. The Mughals were shocked. They had never seen such a tactic. The battle raged on, the Marathas holding their ground against the onslaught of the Mughals. But the tide was turning. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, seeing an opportunity, climbed the walls of the fortress. He reached the top, just as the Mughal commander did. In a clash of steel, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj defeated him. The Mughals retreated, their morale shattered. The victory was monumental. The Marathas had proven they were a force to be reckoned with. But the battle was far from over. The Mughals regrouped, their numbers still vastly superior. They laid siege to the fortress, cutting off supplies and reinforcements. The Marathas, trapped inside, were running out of food and ammunition. The fear was palpable, the desperation heavy in the air. But the Marathas refused to surrender. They fought on, their courage unyielding. Days turned into weeks, the siege relentless. The Marathas were running out of options. But Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj had one last trick up his sleeve. He sent a message to the Mughals, offering to negotiate. The Mughals, thinking they had the upper hand, agreed. But as they approached the fortress, the Marathas sprang their trap. The gates opened, and the Marathas, hidden in the hills, charged. The Mughals were caught off guard, their ranks scattered. The Marathas, with their backs against the wall, fought with a ferocity born of desperation. The battle was long and brutal, the outcome uncertain. But in the end, the Marathas held their ground. The Mughals, realizing they could not take the fortress, retreated. The victory was a turning point in Indian history. The Marathas had proven they were a force to be reckoned with, a beacon of hope for those seeking independence from the Mughals. The victory was celebrated with the festival of Diwali, the festival of lights. It was a celebration of their victory, a symbol of their unyielding spirit. That 16-year-old boy. He became the king of the Marathas, his legacy living on, inspiring generations to come. Today, of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and the Battle of Sinhagad is a reminder of the power of courage, determination, and strategic thinking. It is a testament to the indomitable spirit of the Indian people, their ability to rise against all odds and fight for their freedom. It is a story that continues to inspire, a story that continues to matter. But what if things had gone differently? What if the Mughals had taken the fortress? What if the light of Indian independence had been snuffed out? We may never know the answer to these questions, but one thing is certain. The Battle of Sindhgad was a turning point in Indian history, a moment that changed the course of the subcontinent forever. And it all started with a 16-year-old boy standing at the gates of a fortress.